Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Valentine's Day look for you guys, but this is also a celebrity inspired makeup look. This look was inspired by Kylie Jenner. This is like, I love her makeup in this picture. It's seriously stunning. Just all of the lashes and her pinkness. I feel like there's so many gorgeous pinks going on in this look, and I definitely have to say I love her highlight and contour in this look as well. I just think it's absolutely stunning. So I figured this would be perfect for Valentine's Day. So I really loved how this makeup look came out. So if you guys would like to see how I got this Kylie Jenner inspired makeup, then please keep watching.
Here comes the sun. I'm
gonna get started with the eyes, and I don't have regular tape. So I'm going to be using this medical tape. Tape is tape, so don't judge me. For primer, I will be using Benefit Stay Don't Straighten Light Medium. So I'm just going to blend in this eye primer. I'm going to be starting off with the LORAC Mega Pro 2 palette. So the first color that I'm going to get started with is this guy right here on a fluffy brush. This is Sorbet. So I'm going to be placing Sorbet a little bit over my crease. And I'm just taking this color back and forth in windshield wiper motions. And I am also focusing a lot of the color back here, just making sure that it does blend into the tape, so that when we remove the tape, there's a very fine line there. Going into the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, I will be taking Danger on a very thick fluffy brush. I'm going to be using Danger just to kind of soften up my edges. I just want to blend this together so there isn't a harsh line between these pinks and my regular skin tone. I just want everything to kind of blend nicely. Going into my Anastasia Self-Made palette, I'm going to be using this sherbet color right here on a angled brush. I'm going to be putting this right into my crease, giving my eye a little peach shade. I will be taking my flat brush and I will be damping it with my MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to be taking that damp flat brush into this color Blossom on the Anastasia Self-Made palette, and I will be putting this color all over my lid. And you just want to make sure that you pack the most color in the middle of the eye, just so that it's very pigmented. Now I'm going to go back into this Sorbet shade in my LORAC Mega Pro 2 palette, and I'm basically going to clean up my crease. I just don't want any shimmer up here. Now that my eyes are where I want them to be and I know there won't be any fallout, I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off. And of course, I will go back and finish up my eyes, but for now I'm going to do the rest of my face. To moisturize, I will be using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. This is a moisturizer. It is like a very thick and creamy moisturizer, but I really like it because once you apply like your skin's warmth to it, it kind of just melts. For primer, I will be using the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. This is perfect for oily skin. I usually just use it directly on my T-zone because this primer can tend to crumble up if you work it into the skin too much. So I usually just focus this primer on my problem areas, meaning my T-zone, because that's usually the parts where I get the most oily. And you also do have to make sure that your skin is nice and hydrated so that it's not going and crumbling on any dry areas. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I am in the color Warm Beige. So Kylie definitely has a certain awesome glow bronzy look to her face. I absolutely love how awesome her highlight and her contour is. So because of that, I will be doing a cream highlight and contour just because I'm obsessed with hers. And I'm pretty sure she has a little bit of cream contour on. So to contour my face, I will be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the color Beautiful Bronze. You just want to go ahead and squeeze the tube, and then I'm going to apply this mainly to my forehead and my temples because I do have a bigger forehead and Kylie does not, so I just want to make sure that I give my forehead a smaller effect. I'm blending this in with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. So if you're not a pro, it's usually best to focus on one area just so that the contour doesn't set, and then it makes it even harder to blend. So as far as cream contour goes on your cheekbones, you want to do it higher than normal, just because when you do it lower and then you blend, it could go a little bit lower than you expect. So I am going to start it right here, and I'm doing a very thin line, and again, you just want to make sure that you are blending up. As far as my cheeks go, I wanted a little bit more of a stronger contour. So I'm going to be using this NARS Bronze Stick, and this is in Palm Beach. And I'm going to be using this again right above. I'll show you guys a trick where that if you do contour way too far down, there's like a certain way that you can clean it up. Going back to my LA Girl Pro Conceal, I'm going to be using this to contour my nose. So I don't want to use it straight out of the tube because I feel like that can be messy. I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze this tube and kind of dip my brush in that. And then using the brush, I'm going to outline my nose contour. So this is the brush that I usually use to blend out my contour because this is cream contour and I don't want any harsh lines. I'm just going to take my Mario Badescu Rose Water and give this a little bit of a damp. You don't want to slide. If you are blending with your fingers, you don't want to rub. You just want to make sure that you're patting that contour in. And then if you want, you can take the clean side and just kind of go over it. Now I am going to highlight with my NYX HD Concealer. I think this is the lightest color that they have. It is in CW10. Now that we're all done with highlighting, I'm going to conceal my under eye area, and I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. Taking that contour side, I am going to clean up my contour on my cheeks and everywhere else. Now I'm going to be taking a cosmetic beauty wedge. I find these at Ulta. I think you can find them anywhere at any drugstore. And I'm going to be baking with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to dampen my beauty wedge with my Mario Badescu Rose Water. So while I let myself bake, I'm going to get started on my brows. I'm going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz and my Anastasia Brow Definer. Now that my brows are all kind of done, I'm going to be setting them with my Benefit Give Me Brow. And my favorite brow hairspray is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This stuff is amazing. If you use it, it will not let your brows move. Taking this Real Techniques 300 brush, I will be taking off this translucent powder. And now once there's powder on your face, you don't really want to go back in with cream But what can happen is the cream contour won't blend because it touches that powder, so it automatically sets. So now we're going to go back and finish off our eyes. I'm jumping back into my Gwen Stefani Urban Decay Collab makeup palette, and I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using Harajuku on a very flat definer brush. Next, I'm going to be curling my lashes. And because Kylie does have very full, voluminous lashes, I just want to make sure that my lashes are curled as much as they possibly could be. I'm going to be prepping my lashes for falsies, and for mascara, I'm going to be using the Tarte Light Camera Flashes. I am obsessed with this mascara, like, obsessed with it. It grabs every single lash. Taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in white, I will be putting this on my lower lash line. And then going back into my Anastasia Self-Made palette, I will be using that Blossom color on a small smudge brush. For lashes today, I will be using my favorite Ardell Wispies. So now that both of our lashes are on and they're nice and secure, I'm going to be taking this NARS Larger Than Life eyeliner in Via Venento, and I'm very gently going to put it on the top of my lashes, just right under here. Basically, it makes your lashes blend in with the falsies, and the darkness of it makes your eyes just a lot more open. And then because I placed my falsies so close to my lash line, I don't need to put any eyeliner there or conceal them because they are all good. The only thing that I will do is go back in with my Tarte Lights Camera Flashes and blend my lashes. And because her lashes were very voluminous on the bottom too, I just went ahead and did the same thing. Taking my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, I'm going to start to set that contour. I'm going to be mixing my blushes, and I will be using Frat Boy by The Balm and MAC Rosy Outlook. I'm going to be taking this on a fluffy brush so it's not as harsh. And I'm going to be starting with Frat Boy just because it is a little bit more of a pinky tone, and I'm taking this on the apples of my cheek, but I'm also blending it back. With MAC, because this is more of a pinky shade, I'm going to work this back as well, but I'm not bringing it as close as I brought the balm. I'm going to clean up my contour just a little bit. So while I let that sit, I'm going to start off with my lips. I'm using the NYX lip liner in Nude Pink. For lipstick, I'm going to be using MAC Cream Cup. And then over top of that, just to give it a little bit of like a nude shade, I'm going to be using the Balm My Bills Be Paid. And because Kylie did have a matte lip, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just going over my lips with that. Now for highlight, I'm going to be taking the brush that I use for a highlight. I like to use a foundation brush and my Mario Badescu, and I'm going to dampen my brush just so that my highlight is a little bit more intense. And I'm going to start off with using Becca Champagne Pop. And then over top of that Champagne Pop, I will be taking my MAC Oh Darling. And I'm going to be setting my face with my Mario Badescu Rose Water. This stuff smells absolutely amazing. That is it for today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed and love how this makeup look came out. If you have any other celebrity inspired makeup look ideas, you can list them down below, or just thumbs up this video if this celebrity inspired makeup look is something that you guys would like to see on a regular basis. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe if you haven't. We are so close to the 150 subscriber giveaway, so subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright.